We all know and understand and are taught all throughout our academic life, the concept of correlation does not equal causation. However, another sort of ideology that's never touched upon, which is it's very similar and equally as important, is the fact that association does not equal passive participation. The premise of this ideology is that a person or a thing, like an entity, like a business or a company, can be associated to something. Say it doesn't have to be, but it can be, say, negative. They can have, some sort of association, some sort of link to a negative thing, but it doesn't mean they're actively participating in that one thing. They're not totally involved in the malevolent acts. And of course, you shouldn't associate yourself with negative things, but sometimes you do unwillingly and unknowingly, and that doesn't ultimately involve you as being a participant of the negative act, basically. And I say this is very important because lots of people, and I say myself included, sometimes do jump to the conclusion that certain people are, the antagonist in a situation just because they're associated to who is confirmed the antagonist in another. That makes sense. So just because someone is friends or is in business relations or is just seen with someone proven to be a bad person or have done a bad thing or of bad nature, we automatically that association turns into a sort of assumption of their participation, which it does not equal, as the title sort of hints. Of course, sometimes it is the other way. People who are associated are also participating as well. But we can't dead assume that just from the association. We need evidence to back that up. Like a lot of people have saying, because a bit of a sidetrack, but I've been sort of chatting a bit of shit on Chrissy Teigen for her association with Maxwell and Chandler, who have been sort of confirmed to be involved in dodgy child trafficking business. But besides from that, even though I've accused her due to her association, there are also evidence on her behalf solely that she is involved. So it's not just that. You can't just take association and jump on it as, a guarantee of their involvement and their participation. So you can't jump, as I'm saying, from association to active participation. Very important to remember this and to apply it to a lot of situations before you make that jump, because it can save you from sort of some making a false conclusion and then putting someone else in the wrong when they're not, and yourself in the wrong for being incorrect, which can be a detriment to both sides, basically. A succinct and basic form, we all know correlation does not equal causation. Say, for example, one that every teacher seems to use when teaching this topic is hot weather and the change of weather does not dictate ice cream sales, but in hot weather situations, more ice creams will sell. I don't know why every teacher uses that, but basically, again, with that similar premise, association does not equal active participation. So you can use it as a basis for finding evidence, but you can't use it as evidence itself, basically. You need to have a clear reason to be jumping that isn't just association. You need to find evidence of participation. You need to be able to confirm it rather than assume it, basically. So that's the entire premise of this ideology. I just wanted to bring it up because I see everyone knows correlation, causation, but nobody knows association, passive participation. So that's just this.